Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel, The United Road. Bring on the new era. मैं तो यही बोलूंगा. Although the new era started few months ago, but एक चीज जहां पे हम बहुत ज्यादा लैक कर रहे हैं पिछले कुछ टाइम से, फाइनली सॉरी वी हैव डिसाइडेड टू सॉर्ट दैट थिंग आउट. उस पर बात करेंगे यार. काफी चीजें हैं, ठीक है, इन टर्म्स ऑफ द शेकअप. ठीक है, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि ये बिल्कुल अभी के अभी ही हो जाएगा. आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट इट्स नॉट गोना हैपन. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग कि शेकअप हैज स्टार्टेड. उस चीज के ऊपर बात करेंगे. शर भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. क्या हालचाल? ठीक है. मोटा गॉन. ठीक है. जेसन विल्कॉक्स सॉरी थोड़ा सा जेसन विल्कॉक्स एंड डैन एशवर्थ. इस पे थोड़ी सी बात करेंगे बिकॉज थोड़ा सा इसमें टाइम लगेगा. ठीक है, स्पेशली विथ एशवर्थ. विल्कॉक्स वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग वेरी शॉर्टली. मैड्रिड विल थ्रैश सिटी टुनाइट. भाई अगर ये हो जाएगा तो मजा आ जाएगा. बायर्न भी थ्रैश कर दे आर्सेनल को तो मजा आ जाएगा. बट भाई 1 महीने की मेंबरशिप होती है वो, यू नो, एज यू सेड ये खत्म हो गई है. मैंने बोला है भाई 4 ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल हैं फॉर मेंबरशिप. ट्राई करके देख लो खुद से. इट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 59. ठीक है, तो अगर मिल जाए तो अच्छी बात है यार. मैं किसी को उस तरीके से नहीं फोर्स करता कि भाई तुम्हें लेना है, अपार्ट फ्रॉम फ्यू पीपल दोज हु आई नो फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम. तो चलो उतना चलता है. इन अ मीनवाइल लेट्स टॉक अबाउट Murtough's tenure थोड़ा सा. ठीक है, what we did, like 90% we did nothing, but 10% he has done well in terms of the academy. That's what I'm going to say. Academy के साथ हमने थोड़ा सा सही किया Murtough के अंदर, whether it was under the guidance of Ole और कुछ भी बोलो, but we made some top class signings for the academy under Murtough. ठीक है. व्हेन इट कम्स टू द मेन टीम, एब्सोल्युटली रबिश. ठीक है, वो दिखता है. यू नो, व्हेन यू गो विथ योर पाल टू बार्सिलोना फॉर बेसिकली, यू नो, अ फोटो ऑप एंड अ लंच, क्या ही बोलूं मैं. दैट शोज हाउ डिग्रेडेड द कल्चर इन टर्म्स ऑफ द साइनिंग्स वी आर ट्राइंग टू मेक. सो ना भाई, ऑब्वियसली नॉट. भाई मोहक भाई क्या करेंगे मेरी मेंबरशिप लेके? Bayern will smash Gunners. I don't see it happening. I will be very honest. ठीक है, I think they will be more than happy to come away with a draw. अगर उनको ड्रॉ भी मिला आज, I'm talking about today, if they get a draw, they will be more than happy. They will take it. You know, आज का जो मैच है एमिरेट्स में, नो बायर्न फैन इज अलाउड. ठीक है, जो अवे वाला सेक्शन था, जो अवे सेक्शन है वो भी बेसिकली it's not closed off. The away section has been allocated to the home section as well. ठीक है, होम टीम. तो बेसिकली 60,000 आर्सेनल फैंस विल बी देयर. ठीक है, और इसके बाद भी अगर ऐसा इसे ये अगर ड्रॉ लेके आ जाते हैं, आई विल बी फाइन. मैं आई थिंक आई विल बी अवेक. ठीक है, मैं सिटी वाला मैच शायद ना देखो. आई वांट टू सी द आर्सेनल गेम टू बी ऑनेस्ट. ठीक है, बिकॉज फॉर मी, एज यू नो, तुषार भाई से एज वेल, देखो यार इजीली का तो नहीं बोलूंगा मैं. आई वोंट टॉक अबाउट एनीथिंग इजी, बट डेफिनेटली इट्स गोना बी अ, यू नो, आर्सेनल डोमिनेटिंग परफॉर्मेंस इन माय ओपिनियन. ठीक है, मैं कोई ज्योतिषी या शास्त्री उस तरीके का नहीं हूं भाई कि मैंने जो बोल दिया वही होगा, बट आई एम जस्ट टॉकिंग इन दैट रिगार्ड. आर्सेनल ने बैन नहीं किया है भाई. यूएफए बैन द बायर्न फैंस बिकॉज ऑफ क्राउड ट्रबल. आर्सेनल की औकात थोड़ी है कि वो रियल मैड्रिड ये उनके फैंस बैन कर दे. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ठीक है, बट यस, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट रियल मैड्रिड ने बोला था यूएफए को, यार हमें जो है अपना रूफ क्लोज करने दो. मैं बोल रहा हूँ भाई, कुछ प्लेयर्स बहरे हो जाएंगे सिटी वाले, बिकॉज उनको आदत नहीं है आवाज के अंदर खेलने की. ठीक है, और जो आज ट्रैवल भी कर रहे होंगे, यू नो, सिटी प्लस बार्सा सपोर्टर्स जो मैड्रिड जा रहे होंगे, यू नो, उनको भी कान बंद करने की जरूरत पड़ सकती है. नहीं नहीं भाई, ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. अगर ऐसा होगा तो फिर भाई हर स्टेडियम के बंदे जो है वो बोलेंगे भाई हमारा स्टेडियम, वी आर नॉट अलाउइंग एनीबॉडी टू गेट इन. दैट्स नॉट हाउ इट वर्क्स. यूएफए डिसाइड करती है. Yeah, Celia, welcome to the stream. Yes, we are talking about UCL. We don't have to play a part at all, but WM40 weekend. ये नहीं समझा कार्तिक भाई, प्लीज एक्सप्लेन. अच्छा भाई, पूरा पूरा बोलो ना. रेसलमेनिया. By defensively, we all know City will be carving chances after chances. But yeah, offensively, Real Madrid will be more than handful यार. क्या बोलना उसमें. नहीं देखो, at this point of time, we all know. Let's be honest. Let's be very honest. Let's be straight to the point. Nothing's gonna happen to City. As you said, max to max fine लगेगा. That would be it. Dan next. Dan से पहले I think Wilcox will be there, भाई. I don't expect Dan. I expect Wilcox to be, getting in before Dan. So that's what I feel at this point of time. Dan thoda sa complicated hai. The amount of money involved in the Dan Ashworth deal is a bit too much. They are asking for close to 20 million, which is not, uh, what should I say? It's not the right amount that they're asking, in short. Then at the same point of time, they have the defensive problems as well, Tushar bhai. There is no process. You have the money, you sit back and you relax. That's how the process works, Celia. If you don't have the money, then you will face constant charges, just like Nottingham Forest is facing, just like Everton is facing. Sunil bhai, that's where the mentality comes in. We are not ready. Regardless of however we played, we could have won 9 out of 9. Just imagine that. And that's why I say that this team, without injuries, with a proper preseason, will be a treat to watch. Nahi bhai. Yep, they are trying to make, they are trying to put up a rule in place where points deduction won't be an option. Just imagine the amount of hypocrisy involved. Imagine the amount of, corruption involved. That at a point where they are deducting points left, right, and center from the likes of Forest and Everton, they're like, you know what? City might just face the charges. What should we do? What should we do? Change the rules. Change the rules. Perfect. That's what they are doing. Exactly. Ashish bhai, welcome to the stream. Right way, definitely. And the process will be a bit slow. The fans, those who don't want INEOS, they are like, everything should be happening within a week. That's not how it works. It takes time. Definitely, man. Exactly. Now, I have no problems with, fines. I have no problems with points deduction. As I am just saying, it should be equal for everybody, which is not at this point of time. Facts. Football Association is a puppet of money, Sunil. Let's not, those who are willing to spend, they will never face problems. Those who are hesitant to spend, they will always face problems. So this is what it is at this point of time, and that's the fact. It's not about City, it's not about Chelsea. If we had Qatar and we were spending money left, right, and center on the signings, they won't have said anything, because they know that, here and there they would ask for money, they will get it. And I'm just giving an example. Offside rule, I don't see it happening straight away, bhai. Exactly, we all know. I think both of them, like he and their technical director, they will sit and they will find the best way out. As I said, replacing Klopp is a big thing. The way he has played with the team for the last few years, it's not gonna be easy. But yes, I will say the same thing. They have a structure in place. They are not going to spend a lot of money like the others might do. But yes, they know that they can make things work because of their scouting, because that Liverpool is a big name, so even getting proper players is not a problem. By fixed or not, I don't get into there are so many controversial decisions that happens in and around football every day. you know so end of the day it's about who ended up on the winning side. Simple. That's what remembered by everyone. Let's be honest. Huh. But that's where things go wrong, right? you know when you just get adamant on something, and when you decide to make it exclusive. ठीक है, मुझे यूसीएल के फॉर्मेट से कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। ठीक है, गेम्स थोड़े बड़े हैं, बट ठीक है, अदर टीम्स विल बी गेटिंग चांसेस। द होल कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सुपर लीग, you know that was the that was absolutely devastating. मतलब it would have ruined football forever. And this is because few of the clubs who are in debt, and few of the clubs who are not able to generate as much money as they wanted, they are crying at this point of time about how Premier League is dominating. Same thing used to happen with Spain when Real Madrid and Barca used to dominate. Same thing used to happen in Italy. Juventus, AC Milan, Inter, they used to dominate in terms of the best players and everything. But when PL got money and they started signing players left, right, and center, that's when they started having problems. Before that, they were absolutely chilling. They had no problems. Everything was fine, perfect, everything. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Nice. ATH is not going anywhere. Out of delusion land, please. If you think he's going anywhere, I don't have anything to say. He said it in public straight away 2 days ago. He's already planning the preseason. So let's not just fool ourselves. Exactly. My Ashworth record is really good. Brighton, then Newcastle. And we are still trying to get him before the transfer window starts. But yes, for that, we will have to pay money. Exactly, bhai. That's the thing. देखो, मैं corruption, I'm not going to define, I'm not going to say कि भाई corruption is justified. It's not. चाहे कितना भी पैसा involved हो यार, पैसा you can utilize it in so many other countries in order to make those countries better in football. But नहीं, हमें अपनी जेब भरनी है भाई. That's why at this point of time, I'm not saying कि भाई तुम जाओगे, तुम you start investing in Asia and you start investing somewhere else and all of a sudden they are going to win the World Cup. But all I am saying at this point of time is at least put up some money. That's what I'm saying. Akshay bhai, thanks a lot. Guys, those who are joining, just a humble request. Please make sure that you keep on liking the stream and sharing the stream. Exactly. Nobody can justify, corruption because there is just so much money. That's not how it works. As you said, it's not the government. It's a footballing body. That money is coming to them from the pockets of the fans, the sponsors. The level of corruption is so much. Just imagine that. At this point of time, out of 48,000 tickets which are available for the Europa League final, only 24,000 are given to the fans. Just imagine that. 12,000, each to both the finalists. That's it. Just imagine where the 24,000 tickets are going. I'm not saying that people are losing love for the game, but it has to be it has to reach a point where is enough is enough. So you are keeping the real fans away from the stadium for people who will sit in the AC and do nothing. Just think of more ideas of you know doing corruption. Imagine that. That's what's happening at this point of time. Of course, bhai. But if we win an FA Cup, regardless of the position in the league, it's a success. Because of the injuries. That's it. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to justify ki bhai, that's what we should be aiming for going forward. But the way things have happened for us, this season with so many injuries, that's the best that could have happened. If we can get the your FA Cup somehow, that would be fantastic. भाई उससे कुछ होना नहीं है ना. Everybody knows they are corrupt. The corruption is rooted so deep. मतलब कितना खोदोगे यार at this point of time. Ayushman bhai, how are you? It's been a long time. Absolutely, totally agree, bhai. Bhai, everybody up top, they are, dropping points. The thing is, which I have been saying for a while, we don't have the depth to keep on going. We get one player back from injury, we lose another one. Almost 60 injuries at different points of time throughout the season. How are you going to, build on anything with this? Nothing's gonna happen. And it's been the story. We have not played 2 Premier League games with our playing 11 that we wanted to play with. Not 2. Imagine that. Out of 31. Just imagine. मतलब imagine भाई मैं क्या ही बोलूं. That's the biggest plus point for us this season. Celia, that the emergence of youth, and when you are down and when you are out, that's where you go. You hope that your academy kids who have the desire, who have the passion, and they are still raw, but they are willing to learn, take you to the next step. And that's what they are trying. So these are the all of them are young gen. ठीक है. Gavi ho, Pedri ho, Mbappe ho, Haaland ho, then you add few more players in this list. They are all ready. Amdavai, welcome to the stream. How many? I think we should sign at least 6 if we have to do anything, properly going ahead. 6 is the minimum. Definitely. These are the kind of goals that pump you up, even though you have not a great game overall, but then you see 2 moments of brilliance, and that shows the quality is there. It's just we are not consistent because of multiple reasons. The game would have got out of reach, as I have been saying this, out of reach in the very first half. You need some luck in games like those, and then you move forward. So Like golden zen in terms of, you cannot keep on relying on Ronaldo and Messi you know, throughout the next 100 years, right? So golden zen in terms of, that at least, you know, the football is in good hands because of the quality of youngsters, those who are coming through. You look at the likes of Haaland, Mbappe, Bellingham is there, Vinicius is there. Now you have the likes of Mainoo, Garnacho, Pedri, Yamal. So these are the guys who are going to be at the top of football for the next decade, if not for 15 years. So that's why people talking about golden zen in terms of that. What, these are the guys who can take football to the next level more than anything else. युगांत भाई अभी कोई लिंक आएगा नहीं. One of those reasons which I believe is, as I said, since we have not been able to confirm either Wilcox or either Ashworth. So that's why we are not able to, and link to yaar wahi hai na, Berada happened without getting linked. So sometimes you just have to make sure that you are keeping things under the radar and you get the job done. That's how it works. It's not gonna be, यार देखो यही तो है ना. When Liverpool, City, these are the people who make signings, कभी सुना है that they are signing 120 or 150 million player? Because they do their homework. Every proper club in the world, they do their homework in terms of, okay, हमें कहाँ पे जाना है, हमें कहाँ होना है after a certain point of time. This season, definitely Vicario will be there. I think he has done really well. थोड़ा सा found out हुआ है वो here and there, but overall, in my opinion, he has done well. चलो, people were asking about Dan Ashworth and Wilcox यार social media पे भी, in terms of Twitter, like थोड़ा सा patience. That's what I am going to ask, from everybody. A bit of a bit of patience. So I will make a video. I will talk about. I talked in the beginning of the season about top talents. So because a lot of our under 18s and under 20, like under players from under 18, they're also being trying. They're also a part of under 21s as well. So I don't see the necessity of spending 100 million on somebody like Neves. I like Neves. I rate him really highly, but is he a 100 million player? I don't think so. So we have to keep an eye on that aspect. अभी तक तो नहीं आता था भाई. Now we are getting the guys who can do it. Can they do it? Is the real question. 100%. Absolutely 100%. I have been saying this for a very long time. Our medical department is absolutely clueless. They have absolutely no idea what to do, what to expect. Indrajit bhai, welcome. I'm absolutely fine. How are you? Definitely a good news to start the month. Abhi start hi bol lo yaar, 10 din hi hue, like, but it's about how quickly we get things over the line in terms of other things that we are trying to do. We have to keep that in mind. Newcastle unnecessarily deal खींच रही है. युगांत भाई देखो, they want the money. They know we are desperate. For us, this summer is very, very crucial. So they know we are desperate to sign, Ashworth. They are also looking, they are already looking at the signings that they want to make. So Amadou Onana to United, I will, definitely have in a heartbeat here. Aishwarya, there is absolutely no doubt about the quality of Onana. It totally depends on how much for Onana that Everton asks. भाई मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना, just imagine these are the guys who are not even able to detect an injury. क्या बोलूं मैं भाई? What should I say? You know, they are not able to get any grip on the injury. He has to go to Barcelona. We never had the right people. Once Sir Alex left, Woodward, Matt Judge, then Arnold and Murtough, all of them are clowns. They have absolutely no clue of what they are doing, what they are trying to achieve. You cannot win, you cannot get to greatness with mediocre people. Simple as that. You want to talk about how they can do things and how this and that, but if they are not able to do those things, it's of no use. Been saying this for a long time. I will not sell Bruno. No chance. Rashford I will sell for 100 million, not a penny less. Casemiro, if I get 50 million from Saudi, I will definitely sell. You have to get certain price for players. You cannot just say, okay, sell and don't get any money. That's not how it's gonna work. Right? He is a good player. That's why I said, how much are we going to pay for somebody like Onana? Okay. Onana is in the mix. We are talking about players who we can get properly. Onana is in the mix. Then we have somebody like, Neves. It totally depends on the price. Then we have somebody, like what should I say? उसका क्या नाम है उस बंदे का यार? Okay, let me remember. Kefram Thuram. He's also in the mix. नहीं भाई, as I said, it's a mockery. It's a joke. The only thing I want to say at this point of time is they are making fun of Everton here. If you want to do this, definitely you need to make sure that you are getting things right with every club. You are targeting the club who he is not going to do much when it comes to paying off a fine or something like that. So what are you doing? You are basically running them to the ground by deducting points. Do you have the audacity to do the same thing against City? You cannot do it. You don't have the audacity to go out and do it against City. Whatever you say, it's all rubbish. Of course, Bayern, yeah. Why would I support Arsenal? Branthwaite for 75 million, I don't think is going to be wanted by anybody. Let's be honest. For 50 million, there might be a race. As I said, it depends on whether we are going to keep Everton are going to survive or not. इस पे आ जाती है वो बात. Exactly. I'm fine, Sanket bhai. How are you? Chelsea. Would you buy Premier League players who have experience? Of course I will, but I won't buy mediocre players just because they have experience. I'm not gonna do that. I do wanna sign certain players, but not mediocre ones. A lot of players are there with experience, but hey, welcome to the stream. Sorry, guys. भाई देखो, फर्स्ट लेग है. I think As a team, Madrid should be really, really confident at Bernabeu. Should not be complacent. You guys were complacent last year and you guys got battered. So complacency should not be there. But yes, you guys should be ready for a tough, tough game. Of course, they did not sign Haaland for 50 million. Nobody would have signed Haaland for 50 million. I have not heard names. I am just getting that we are keeping them, we are keeping options. Gutierrez's name came in. That's it. That's just about it. And Doughty's name was there. I actually want Robinson, but his name we have not heard much at this point of time. Of course, we need a backup striker, bhai. You cannot go into another season without a backup striker. You won't reach anywhere. You need somebody to take off the burden as well as the goals. Begos जैसा नहीं चाहिए कि बस you play him when you need to rest somebody, but you know that the goal is not gonna come. Gutierrez has played both the roles, right? He is still learning. He is still getting to that level. But that's on them. I won't be surprised if Vinicius is one of those guys who gets a yellow straight away. ठीक है उसका कोई कंट्रोल नहीं अपने ऊपर चूतिया है वो ठीक है he tries to get into the fights tries to keep on poking the players that's why I said I have problem with racism but he is not holier than thou and उसका होगा वो पिटेगा पिच पे he keeps on poking the players. It's just a matter of time because there's certain limits. I'm fine, Gaurav. How are you? All the players I will sell. Difficult. The few of the names who are going to get us money. Definitely Sancho, Getafe, Loni. If we can get decent money for Rashford, decent money means 100 million, not 50 million. Because if a player like Modric goes in the market for 100, Caicedo for 120, I want 100 million for somebody like him. And it should be common sense. 100%. It's because, that's the problem. That's the problem with Vinicius. He puts everything to race. I absolutely love him with the way he plays, the way he is, confident about his ability, but he is a crybaby. Let's accept that fact. My instant starter हमारा Shaw ही रहेगा. The names that we are getting linked to, I have to be honest, no hope. कि कोई बंदा हम स्टार्टर के तौर पे देख रहे हैं. Maybe during the season because of injuries, he might become a starter, but I don't see them being a starter from day one. That's what I feel. Rubbish. We are not getting into what I think we will be. We might just delay, but we might end up paying 10 to 12 million with a clause that we won't be coming for any Newcastle target, any Newcastle player in the foreseeable future. ऐसा कुछ करेंगे. That's it. उसके अलावा मुझे नहीं लगता हम कुछ करने वाले हैं. हेलो गौरव भाई, क्या हाल चाल भाई? यू कैन गो फॉर लॉरी वाइटॉल. ठीक है, यू कैन गो फॉर समबडी लाइक, क्या नाम है उसका, ऑनस्टाइन इज रियली गुड. सो Arsenal versus Bayern, I expect it to be a draw. I know Bayern are not in good form, but I expect them to show up since it's the only competition they have a chance in. So I think they might just show up, and get a draw. Without fans, it will be a bit of a challenge for them. ठीक है, बिकॉज उनके वो अवे फैंस इतना शोर मचा देते कि एमिरेट्स वालों की फाड़ देते, बट स्टिल भाई देखो, वी आर गेटिंग विलकॉक्स, ठीक है, विलकॉक्स, बेराडा एंड एशवर्थ, आई थिंक दिस विल बी आवर ट्रियो। रबिश है भाई। प्रिडिक्शन फॉर रियल मैड्रिड वर्सेस सिटी, इफ सिटीज sorry, if Real Madrid's defense can hold up, I see them winning. If you cannot hold defensively, मतलब अगर तुम चांस पे चांस दे रहे हो, like Real Madrid can, if their defense is there, I think it will be a good game. You guys will win because City का भी defensive issues है. 100% यार. Who won't take Vinicius? Nobody in their right mind is going to say, अरे मुझे Vinicius नहीं चाहिए यार, he's just too good. Nobody is going to say that. But I just feel that Vinicius is going nowhere. Vinicius, Mbappe, Bellingham, and Endrick. These are the four guys who are the future of Real Madrid. मतलब जैसे हम किसी को गर्नाचो, माइनू नहीं, हॉयलैंड नहीं देंगे. They are not going to let anybody touch the likes of Vinicius, the likes of Bellingham, चाहे कुछ भी हो. Unless or until तुम बोलो कि what हबीबी, here is the billion pounds, हमें दे दो, फिर तो भाई क्या ही है. Nothing to miss about Ahmad यार. I know he scored the winning goal, but ऐसा थोड़ी है कि वो अमाद नहीं भगवान हो कि उसको मिस करने लग जाए. भाई एज आई सेड, यूरो को मैंने थोड़ा सा खेलते हुए देखा है, ठीक है. आई एम वाचिंग मोर एंड मोर. सेम थिंग आई सेड अबाउट वरेला एज वेल. बट यस, आई हैव हर्ड दैट ही इज वेरी टैलेंटेड एंड टैलेंट इज देयर यार. वो दिख गया मेरे को कुछ ही क्लिप्स में, बट थोड़ा शॉर्ट. भाई विनीशियस इज अनटचेबल यार. नहीं भाई, वॉच अलोंग नहीं. आई विल हैव टू स्लीप. मेरा सुबह 6:30 से शिफ्ट है, तो अपनी नींद बस यूनाइटेड के लिए खराब करता हूं मैं. भाई बेराडा, एशवर्थ एंड विलकॉक्स तीनों मिलकर डिसाइड करेंगे उनको कौन सा प्लेयर साइन करना है. दे विल गेट हेल्प फ्रॉम फ्लेचर मोस्ट लाइकली. इनसे हम लिंक भी नहीं होंगे भाई. ओ भाई. भाई स्टार्ट लैक नहीं होगा. स्टार्ट लैक नहीं होगा. आई हैव बीन वेरी वेरी वोकल अबाउट इट. इसका स्टार्ट लैक नहीं होगा. विनीशियस के साथ प्रॉब्लम कहां आएगा? इट्स जस्ट माय गट फीलिंग. ही माइट नॉट एंजॉय दैट लाइमलाइट हैज कंप्लीटली शिफ्टेड फ्रॉम हिम टू एम्बापे. मुझे लगता है वहां पे वो थोड़ा सा उसको दिक्कत होगी. बिल्कुल भाई, वो करेगी नहीं करेगी अब वो देखने वाली बात है ना. नाम तो कोई आ नहीं रहा. भाई यू हैव एब्सोल्युटली नो क्लू हाउ मच मनी रियल मैड्रिड हैव. टॉप पे आती है भाई वो फुटबॉल टीम्स में. दे आर द टॉप, ऑन द टॉप. ठीक है, दे हैव लाइक अ 85-90,000 का स्टेडियम है उनका, विच इज सोल्ड आउट ऑलमोस्ट एवरी वीक. ठीक है, दे हैव द वर्ल्ड बेस्ट प्लेयर्स. दे आर दे आर इन द यूसीएल एवरी ईयर. क्या चाहिए भाई? पैसा फ्लो करता है. वो तो ला लीगा में बोल दो एक तरीके से, द टीवी डील्स आर नॉट दैट हाई, अदरवाइज तो दे वुड हैव बीन अनटचेबल्स. भाई दिस इज द न्यूज व्हिच आई एम वेटिंग फॉर द मोस्ट, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, मोर देन एनीथिंग एल्स. आयुष भाई, ही केम बैक फ्रॉम इंजरी. ठीक है, then he scored the winning goal, then he got suspended. Then he got few minutes here and there. There are few 2 or 3 players which I am really looking forward to see what is the plan when it comes to Erik ten Hag for them. That's what I'm willing to see. कि कहाँ है वो plan कहाँ है? You know, I wanna see that. नशे नशे करने को कौन रोक रहा है भाई? कुछ भी उठा के कुछ भी फूक लो. चाहिए भाई, बिल्कुल चाहिए. You know, I just feel that our wingers are very one-sided in terms of कि भाई बस अगर you know if they have space they can run with the ball, but if you have been double teamed by 2 players then you are clueless. You don't even try to get the better of those players. You know, then what you do, you just try to back pass. That's what you do. Yes, Mason Mount as well as Ahmad. Pelestri का भी मेरे को देखना है. So these are the 3 players I want to see whether we are going with them honestly. ठीक है. और चलो ऑन दिस नोट भाई थोड़ा सा जल्दी जल्दी फटाक से रात के दोनों मैचेस का प्रेडिक्शन कर दो बिफोर आई लीव. ठीक है. आर्सेनल वर्सेस बायर्न. ठीक है. एंड सिटी वर्सेस मैड्रिड. दोनों का प्रेडिक्शन कर दो थोड़ा. ठीक है. फटाफट फटाफट. ऑल गुड रजत भाई. टप्रिजियो भाई दैट वाज ग्रेट. रेसलमेनिया वाज फन. मजा आया मेरे को. ठीक है. आई वाज डिसअपॉइंटेड विद द क्राउड. उसके अलावा सब सही था. भाई मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ, अमाद का रोल डिफाइंड करना पड़ेगा. विद द वे एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम गर्नाचो इज प्लेइंग, यू कैन नॉट रिप्लेस गर्नाचो फ्रॉम राइट हैंड साइड. ठीक है. और जो वर्क रेट अमाद देता है, सॉरी जो वर्क रेट एंटनी देता है इन सर्टेन गेम्स, वी नीड दैट एज वेल. यू नो, सो मैनेजर पे हर गेम में अपने फेवरेट्स खिलवा लेना, इट्स नॉट गोना हैपन. 3-1 बायर्न म्यूनिख एंड चलो ठीक है वर्सेस चलो सिटी मैड्रिड 1-1 and Madrid Arsenal beating Bayern 3-1. That would be a statement of intent if that happens. I won't be surprised if that happens, but that would be a huge statement of intent कि भाई आर्सेनल ने बायर्न को ठोक दिया. He is managing it brilliantly. You know, उसको बीच बीच में रेस्ट भी दिया है, somewhere 20 minutes, somewhere 10-15 minutes. So I think he has done brilliantly. Arsenal 2-1 Madrid 4-2. If Madrid you know gets this result, they will be through. 2 गोल का अगर डिफरेंस ले लिया उन्होंने, they will be through. That's what I feel. Bayern destroying, that would be fabulous. केशव भाई क्या हालचाल? 2-2 रियल विनिंग it 2-1. मुझे बायर्न वाले गेम का ड्रॉ लग रहा है for some reason, even though Arsenal are firm favorites, but it's just what it is. भाई मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. How are you expecting a playing style without the players who are expected to play that style? I am not saying कि भाई he should not have managed certain things in a better way. ठीक है, मैं वो चीज बिल्कुल भी नहीं बोल रहा, सॉरी. ठीक है, but I'm just saying that you cannot play a certain system without certain set of players. भाई वो हटा दो, वो बहुत कम बारी होता है. नहीं भाई, we have tried that and did not work out. And रिस्क भी बहुत ज्यादा है, इतना रिस्क नहीं ले सकते. ठीक है, किया है उस तरीके से, हाँ एक सर्टेन सेट ऑफ गेम्स में नहीं किया है. सो भाई आई डोंट केयर यार. प्रीमियर लीग at this point of time I'm not bothered to Prezio भाई. For me Premier League is done. You finish 6th, 7th, 8th, I don't care. All my focus and energy is on the FA Cup. ठीक है, you win that, You definitely have made strides in the right direction, even though you had so many injuries. Exactly. भाई we have tried that. आइडियली भाई हम क्या खेलना चाहते हैं, ठीक है, वो इस मैनेजर से जानना बहुत जरूरी है, ठीक है. वेदर वी वांट प्ले टू two midfielders, central midfielders without a CDM in a pivot, or we want to just go with one CDM, one CM, and then you one CM. So वो चीज मैनेजर को डिसाइड करना है भाई. एक गेम दो गेम में इसको वर्कआउट नहीं बोल सकते. दैट्स व्हाई आई सेड सेट ऑफ गेम्स. नहीं भाई, सिटी को पेलने वाली बात तो अभी तो कोई नहीं कर सकता यार, नॉट एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. भाई नए प्लेयर्स तो चाहिए, देखो, ठीक है. देयर आर फ्यू ऑफ द प्लेयर्स हु आर जस्ट नॉट गुड इनफ. भाई वॉचलॉन्ग का तो पॉसिबल अभी बिल्कुल भी नहीं होगा, बिकॉज आई हैव मॉर्निंग शिफ्ट, ठीक है. 6:30 बजे मेरे को उठना होता है. सो वॉचलॉन्ग बॉर्मथ वाले गेम का डेफिनेटली होगा भाई, 100%. भाई पेप कैन डू एनीथिंग. एंड ऑफ द डे पेप हार जाए तो बस मजा आए. एवर्टन रेलीगेशन भाई, आई वोंट बी सरप्राइज्ड. इट्स जस्ट ऑन द होराइजन. उनके पॉइंट्स छोटे छोटे करके उनके डिडक्ट कर रहे हैं, इट्स ऑन द होराइजन. बस चलो मिलते हैं गाइस, होपफुली कल, ठीक है. सैटरडे को तो मिल ही रहे हैं फॉर द गेम. कल या परसों में आई विल कम एंड आई विल टॉक अबाउट द अकेडमी, प्रॉपर अकेडमी टैलेंट्स which we might rely in the upcoming few years. Varane, Lindelof and Evans most likely going. Yep, Divya bhai. Chalo. Good night guys. अच्छा, केशव भाई का एक कमेंट आ गया, ले लूं. लेसी अमास इब्राहिमोगोव को थोड़ा और देखना है भाई. कमवाला इज स्टिल देयर. कमवाला को भाई किस तरीके से मैनेज करोगे, दैट्स टू बी सीन, ठीक है. वो चीज देखनी बहुत जरूरी है. So चलो, we will see how that goes. Good night.